We are here now. The fights are about to happen. But if that's your stance and no one cares about how we got here, then why was y'all mad then? Let's talk.
Straighter, not roundhouse right hand.
And that's what we've been talking about. The straight shot is the one where he gets leverage on it.
I don't want to kill
Pull
somebody
back
for
a
a
little
few
bit.
seconds.
Nah, I want a body on my record.
Now, I want to see you fight motherfuckers. I do. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you. As long as you're trying to fight the great, the best competition.
Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Yo, it's the best, fight the best. If you ain't with the moto, just click the link, bitch, and get buried like the rest. It ain't gonna work how you want it. These trolls already tried, too many come but don't leave. So if you here, you gotta die. I'm spitting straight facts. These bitches crying cause they hate that. The LDBC's the top topic, bitch, hate that. We the ones that bring the truth to these fans. So while you hate, I'ma laugh and keep counting these bands. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link, get prepared to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you. Welcome to the graveyard. Click the link if you dare to. Bury you alive, I'm prepared to. Welcome to the graveyard. You get your sources from clowns, so when you come around, we don't hear you.
Welcome to the graveyard.
I'm constantly hearing this. This is the thing that I'm getting over and over and over again. The fight's gonna happen. Whether it's Joshua and Wilder, whether it's Errol and Terrence. The fight's gonna happen. Even Canelo and Charlo now. The fight's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Why are you worried about there and why you worried? What do you mean, why am I worried about the past? Why are you worried about that? Y'all argue with me every single day for years. Every time I talked about this conversation, it was an argument. Every time I talked about this conversation, it was a problem. Every time I talked about this conversation, Wilder was ducking Joshua, Charlo's ducking Canelo, Errol's ducking Terrence. Every single time, years, bro. This is years, not just. All right, well, it'll happen when it happens. Years. There's people threaten my life over this. My safety and security. You want to fight me? Yeah. What? You got to go into my personal life. Let's talk about your military career. Let's talk about like this and let's talk about that. And you got to go over these, over Wilder and Joshua, over Errol Spence and Terrence. Oh, y'all wanted to do me damage. You literally made hundreds and hundreds of videos, thousands of accounts to troll me, thousands of accounts to disrespect me, thousands of emails I get. My spam folders got 3-something thousand fucking emails from trolls. 3,560 something from trolls just disrespecting me over boxing. And you guys are now telling me it doesn't matter. They're going to fight. You've made thousands of YouTube pages to talk shit to me, to down and disrespect me, to degrade me. Thousands of them, specifically over boxing. Over Deontay Wilder, over Errol Spence, over Canelo, over Devin, Tank. Y'all are doing it now on Devin and Tank. now on Devin and Shakur, right now. But when the fight gets signed, then all of a sudden, none of that matters. They're fighting. Well, well, if it doesn't matter because they're fighting, then why did it matter when they weren't? Why did it matter? Why did y'all want to fight me over Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua? Why did y'all threaten my life over Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford? Why the fuck y'all niggas still right now to this day want to fight me over Tank and Devin, over Shakur and Devin? Why? Why y'all have a problem? Or y'all fucking degrading me and berating me over Charlo and Canelo, over Benavidez and Canelo? Well, if none of it matters, none of it matters. Why does it matter? Let me say that one more time. If the buildup, if nothing matters, the hype and hoopla back and forth, if none of it matters, because Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford are going to fight, so everything that happened for the past 5 years matters, then why did y'all make your full YouTube pages? Why did y'all make full articles, interviews? Why did y'all do everything that y'all did if nothing mattered? There is pages where people running around here asking specifically, who do you think is going to win between Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford? Who's holding up the fight, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford? Who's the reason that you literally run around, y'all have pages, articles, interviews, asking specific fighters over and over again, asking other promoters over and over again, who's going to win? Who's holding it up? What's the reason? Why do y'all shit on Al Heyman if it doesn't matter now because they're fighting? Al Heyman hold it up. Al Heyman won't allow it. Al Heyman won't do this and Al Heyman won't do that. But now the fight's happening, so nothing matters. If Al Heyman was holding up the fight, then something must have mattered, which means you wanted it back then. You wanted it back then, so it mattered because you wanted it back then. If Bob Arum was holding up the fight, then it mattered because you wanted it back then. If Errol Spence didn't need to fight nobody but Terrence Crawford, it mattered because y'all wanted that back then. You didn't want Errol Spence to fight Danny Garcia. You didn't want Errol Spence to fight your Dennis Ugas. You didn't want Errol Spence to fight Sean Porter. That's what y'all said. You just wanted Errol to fight Bud. That's it. Nobody else, just Bud. Just 10 fights back. That's all. Just them. That's it. No other fight. Just them fighting each other 10 times in a row. You didn't care about nothing else. Just Errol and Bud. But now that the fight's signed, now it's, oh man, why are you worried about anything else, man? The fight signed. Why do you care about everything? What? Why do you care? So if you don't care about everything that happened because the fight signed, if you don't care about all that now because the fight signed, well, then that tells me you didn't care about it then. You didn't care about it then. You were just talking because you had a mouth. Because if you cared about something then, you're going to care about it now. The level of care may not be the same, but it's not going to be nothing. Oh man, this is the most important thing in my life. I'm so pissed off that Errol Spence is ducking. It's the nigga's a coward, nigga's a fraud. Errol sprints and Errol sexuals and all this goofy, stupid ass shit y'all niggas was saying for years. But now, but it don't matter. But it don't matter. Oh man, PBC is broke, man. The PBC ain't got no money. They can't do shit. But yet the PBC is now put on Tank versus Ryan. They're putting Errol versus Bud. They're putting Cool Boy versus Anui. Wilder versus Joshua. And then the list goes on all in the same year. But for some strange reason, last year, didn't have no money last year. Last year's budget, it was all over with, man. They couldn't do it. Errol Spence and Ugas, it's all they could afford. They couldn't afford no more, man. Last year they couldn't afford. The budget was tapped. Errol Spence and Ugas, the budget was tapped. That was it. It was finished after that. It was finished. Errol Spence and Ugas, Benavidez and Caleb Plant. That way, that was it. Matter of fact, I think that was this year. Shit, I don't even remember, dog. Damn, dog. Oh, the budget was tapped out last year. But now, nothing matters. It's signed. Don't matter. Nothing matters. None of that matters. Fight signed. July 29th. July 29th, BF. But they'll come in here and tell me, what you got to say now, BFTB? You said the fight was never going to happen. You said it was never going to happen. But then they'll tell you, nothing back there matters. Nothing in the back matters. The fight's happening now. Then they'll come to me and say, you said the fight was never going to happen. You said Terrence Crawford didn't want it, BF. Looks like Terrence Crawford wants it. Looks like he wants it. If he signed the fight, it looks like he wants it because he signed. The fight's happening July 29th, so you need to apologize because you said the fight wasn't going to happen. You need to apologize. Terrence Crawford does want it. You said he didn't want it. He does want it. The fight's signed. What about now? The fight's signed. You said he didn't want it. Then I'll say, but you guys are telling me nothing matters back then because the fight's signed. I said that back then when the fight wasn't signed. So why does that matter but nothing else matters? Y'all pick and choosing what matters. Then you'll come and tell me about some fucking narrative. Yo, you're pushing a narrative. You're pushing a narrative. I'm not pushing no narrative. I am pushing the truth. The facts is what I am pushing. That's what I'm pushing. I've not changed what I'm pushing. They have been the same. The facts. Whatever the facts are that are presented to me is what I'm pushing. When the facts change, what I push changes based on the facts that I am given. Now, if you want me to push something else, give me different facts. And if you can't give me different facts, then there's nothing else to push. When I said, what season was it? There's 4 belts. There's 4 seasons. If it's man down strap season and you have the IBF, then what season is WBO? Because winter ain't here and fall ain't here, but motherfucking spring is sitting right there. And Terrence Budrick Crawford. And then when Budrick was like, he don't care about money and blah, 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 we was all like, shit, that my type of fighter. That's what I'm talking about, because we're not getting paid. We just want to see the great fights. You guys are getting paid. Shit, you fight and make the fights, we'll buy them and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And then this goofy ass goof troop dude goes around telling everybody, oh, well, shit. Well, the best fans in the world are in the UK. Well, go fight in the UK then. Why you didn't sign with BT Sports if the best fights in the world are in the UK? Why don't you sign with Frank Warren? Why don't you let Frank Warren work it out? Tyson Fury signed with Frank Warren. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder fought 3 times. What's the problem? It's not ESPN. It's not Top Rank. Yeah, they got rapport between each other, but so what? So you could have signed you got the greatest fighters in the world in the UK from what you said and blah, blah, blah. Well, you could have went over to the UK and got as many fucking Caleb's. You could be 60-0 right now. There's a plethora of Liam, and Caleb's. You could have got all those guys. Why the fuck you fighting in America if the UK got the best fans? Whatever, but nobody's going to address that. Why, BF? Because that was that back then, BF. That was back then. Don't matter, BF. They're fighting right now. It doesn't matter, BF. They're fighting right now. Until you said they was never going to fight, BF. That's what you said, BF. Yeah, because that's the narrative that y'all want to push. So that piece of the past you can pull out and bring that to the forefront right now. But the rest of it, no, let's leave that there. Let's just bring out the one piece where Terrence Crawford signed to fight. Then all the facts said that this motherfucker was never going to fight this man. That's what the facts said. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. The facts said he was not fighting Errol Spence. That's what the facts say. Even the fact that Errol Spence gave this man more than he deserved. He gave him more than he deserved. Errol Spence gave this man what he asked for, what he refused to move off of. Just because you asked for something don't mean that's what you deserved. I'm asking, give me $1 billion right now. I'm asking for $1 billion. I'm not making another video until someone gives me $1 billion. Yeah, I can ask for what I want to, but I don't have 1 billion followers. So how the fuck am I going to just say, if y'all don't give me $1 billion, don't worry, you'll see it in my price out video. But I'm just saying though, it's just one of those things where you guys will run with that shit, and then the motherfuckers that fuck with me be like, yeah, why don't you give BF a billion? If you don't give BF a billion, then you really don't want to see his videos. If you don't give him $1 billion, you really want to see his morning grind no more. Give him $1 billion. Just give him a billion. If you don't give him a billion, you're ducking him. You're ducking his morning grinds. Sounds pretty fucking stupid, doesn't it? Yeah, it sounds pretty fucking stupid. But if I said, hey man, I'm gonna start a GoFundMe for $1,000. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe for $1,000, right? If I get $1,000 by the end of this month in my GoFundMe, then I'm going to continue doing my morning grind videos. Motherfuckers is gonna be like, well, shit, $1,000 isn't that bad. I mean, BF puts a lot of fucking work into it, a lot of work. Maybe busting his ass, man. He do morning grinds every fucking day. They're always different. He's damn near 500 different fucking morning grinds. Who the fuck else is doing that in the sport of boxing? Yeah, I could put $20 on that. Next thing you know, someone says, oh, I could put $100 on that. That's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Not going to go too deep into it because you'll see it on my price out video. But I'm just saying, that in itself is realistic. Asking for a fucking $1 billion isn't realistic. Not to say I can't get it if someone really wants my fucking videos that bad, you'll just give it to me. Whole other story. But that's stuff that's in the past that a motherfucker will be like, doesn't matter, BFTB, we're right now. Somebody gave you that $1 billion. Doesn't matter. Give me my morning grinds. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But in the past, and you motherfuckers would be like, oh, come on, man. This is crazy. Why this man asked for $10 million? Man, he not worth $10 million. He's priced himself out, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, all those things in the past, pull your panties up, man. Pull your panties, tell the world you're not fighting nobody else but me. Then you go on to fight everybody else. Every time you put a mic in this man's face, don't talk to me about Earl. I don't want to talk about Earl. The fight's never going to happen. It's past me. Well, you know, I don't even know if I'm going to do 50-50 because it's past me. You know, they dragged it on too long. All this goofy ass shit. You notice a lot of motherfuckers ain't saying nothing about Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. Because they know Joshua cannot fuck with this man. If they believe Joshua could beat Deontay Wilder, you would see, oh, well, what is Wilder? What was Wilder deserve this? Wilder deserve that. Wilder this, Wilder that, and blah, blah, blah. If they believe Joshua can beat him. That's what they're saying about Terrence Crawford. Because they have a thought that he could beat Errol Spence. Oh, it's a 50-50 fight. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's a one-sided destruction. Errol Spence by demolition. But whatever. Whatever. The bottom line is this. If you guys ran around this motherfucker over and over and over again, every fucking day, you're debating me for hours, you're jumping on my live for hours, you're talking to me for hours, you're making thousands and thousands of fucking pages to talk to me, you're sending me thousands and thousands of fucking emails to fucking spam me. Not even spam, because they go directly to my spam folder. I don't even see them motherfuckers. I just know the number just keeps going up. It goes directly to my spam folder. Thousands and thousands of emails from fucking trolls making different pages on a constant basis. Thousands of them. If it didn't matter then, I mean, if it does matter, if it mattered then, but now it don't matter because they're fighting, then why did it matter then? Why? But see, BF, you gotta understand. It doesn't matter now because they're fighting. Okay. So if they would have fought back then it wouldn't matter because they're fighting back then. So up until they're fighting, it mattered. As soon as the fight is signed, it doesn't matter anymore. Then it never mattered. If it mattered until they fight, until they sign, if it mattered until they sign, and then after they sign, it don't matter anymore, then it never mattered. It never mattered. Yeah, if someone's doing this to you, and just keep doing it, and you tell them to stop, they don't stop. And you're like, this is fucking annoying, stop. And they just don't stop. And then you finally smack their hand down. So now they're not poking you anymore. So what you're telling me is it never was annoying that they was poking you. That was never annoying. So if it was never annoying, why you smack their hand down? They're not poking you no more. Oh, it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. They're not poking me anymore, so it doesn't matter. Well, if it doesn't matter that they're not poking on you, pause. Well, then it didn't matter when they was. Because if you smack their hand down, then it mattered. But I understand why people are saying it doesn't matter right now. Because they look fucking stupid. Them saying it doesn't matter is because Errol Spence made the fight happen. If Terrence Crawford would have made the fight happen, then it absolutely would have mattered. Yeah, it absolutely would have mattered. If Terrence Crawford would have made it happen, it would have mattered. If Anthony Joshua would have made it happen, it would have mattered. If Canelo Alvarez would make the Charlo fight happen or the Benavidez fight, it would matter. Oh, y'all said Canelo Alvarez was ducking. Look, Canelo Alvarez trying to fight Charlo, he's trying to fight Benavidez. Yeah, if Tank Davis made the Devin Haney or Shakur fight, then all of a sudden, oh, see, look, y'all said he was ducking. Y'all said Tank was ducking. Look, he's making the fight with Devin. Told y'all he wasn't ducking. He was never ducking all along. Yeah, if Shakur Stevenson went to the WBC and was like, bro, why the fuck did y'all jump over me? Why? How can y'all jump over me? Tell Lomachenko to get in line. I got in line. Tell him to get in line. Y'all be like, CBF, I told you he wanted to fight Devin Haney. Y'all, you just told you he didn't. Look, you said he wasn't doing nothing. Look, we doing something. It would matter then. Yeah, all that would matter. It would all matter. But now, when Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford are fighting, when Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, oh, it doesn't matter. They're fighting. Doesn't matter. So y'all were just talking because you had a mouth. It mattered when you had when you were just talking. No, for no reason, y'all really didn't care. Because if you cared then, you'd care now. So it didn't. All you're telling me is y'all niggas are full of shit. That's all you're telling me. All you're telling me is everything y'all say is cap. It's fucking cap. Everything y'all say is cap. Oh man, it don't matter now, the fight signed. Yeah. So if your girlfriend was sucking on another nigga dick in the past, and now she ain't sucking on that nigga dick no more, Ed. She ain't sucking it no more, so it don't matter. Is that what you're telling me? Well, she was sucking on his dick, but she ain't sucking his dick no more, so it don't matter no more. If it mattered that she was sucking on another nigga dick back then, it will always matter. You can live with it, you can deal with it, but it will matter always. That will always be in your mind that happened. Always. So if you wanted the fights back then, right? You wanted them back then, but it's done now, it's signed now, then it matters. It matters that it didn't happen back then. Tell Floyd and Pacquiao. All you motherfuckers running around here telling me over and over again, oh, come on, man. Oh, man, Floyd and Pacquiao, man. Man, Floyd, that should have happened 5 years earlier. Floyd and Manny Pacquiao should have happened 5 years earlier. If they would have happened 5 years earlier. Floyd and Manny Pacquiao, 5 years, man. It was 5 years too late. Should have happened 5 years. It was 5. They ain't passed their prime. If it would have happened 5 years earlier, been a different thing. 5 years earlier, 5 years earlier. That's what y'all tell me. Why? When they signed to fight each other, that should have been the end of it. Should have been the end of it. Yeah, I mean, it should have been the end. Yeah, right now, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford are signed to fight. And y'all are telling me, oh, the past don't matter, BF. And I matter. They're signed. Don't matter. But when it came to Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, oh, man, this shit is 5 years past it. It's 5 years past this. Five years past, man. They should have fought in 2010. They fight in 2015, man. It's 5 years past it. Well, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, according to y'all, should have happened in 2018. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That is 5 years. That's 5 years. It's the exact same amount of time that Pacquiao and Floyd fought. The exact same amount of time. And y'all are telling me, oh, man, listen, it don't matter. It's signed. So when I'm telling you, it's going to be a one-sided destruction. Y'all were telling me before, man. Listen, man, Pacquiao Floyd 50-50 fight, man. You don't even know. Can Floyd deal with that? Can Floyd deal with Manny Pacquiao's footwork, his movement, he throws so many punches? And y'all were telling me the same thing. You were telling me the same thing, the same shit. Pacquiao's faster. Pacquiao punches harder. Pacquiao's got more knockouts. Y'all were telling me the same thing y'all tell me about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. The same thing. Terrence Crawford's taller. Terrence Crawford's faster. Terrence Crawford got more power. You're telling me the same exact. All you gotta do is change the name. I mean, switch out Pacquiao for Crawford and switch out Spence for Floyd. It's the exact same thing y'all telling me. Same thing. Oh man, it's 50-50 fight. Go either way. Actually, I'm gonna leave. I don't know how Floyd can beat Pacquiao. Actually, really, I don't. He never fought nobody. The same thing y'all saying about Errol Spence, man. Errol Spence ain't fight nobody, man. These guys ain't shit. Everybody he fought, Terrence Crawford destroyed too. He ain't nobody. Them guys ain't shit. They ain't nothing. Terrence Crawford's accolades. Same thing y'all were saying about Pacquiao. Look at Pacquiao's accolades. His accolades. The 8 division champion and all this other goofy shit. That's what y'all were saying. Nothing changed. You just changed the names. You changed the names. But that didn't matter. It don't matter. The fight signed. But y'all tell me, man, that fight should have happened 5 years earlier. But now this fight is signed, and no, y'all just like, whatever, man. Don't matter. Nothing matters. Fucking insane to me. Insane to me. So when Errol Spence punishes this man and destroys this man, I guarantee you guys are going to be telling me, man, this fight, if it would have happened in 2018, this fight's 5 years past it. 5 years, it's 5 years past it, man. This fight's 5 years past it. Right now, all the same people, you had all these high-level fighters and all these legends and all these other things picking Pacquiao to beat Floyd Mayweather, all of them, Mike Tyson, all these guys, all the Roy Jones, the same motherfuckers picking Pacquiao to beat Floyd. The same people, Tarver, all these motherfuckers, they got Pacquiao. They had Pacquiao beating Floyd. Pacquiao. All of them. The same people. Sugar Ray Leonard, all of them. Wait, Pacquiao. I got Pacquiao. You got Pacquiao? Why you got Pacquiao? Well, I fought his father. You know what happened. I knocked him out. Like, so you picking Pacquiao because you beat Floyd's dad? Or Floyd's uncle or whatever? So that's why you picking Pacquiao? All right, homie, that's what's up. But all those guys, the exact same thing. And then when Floyd beat Pacquiao, they vanished. And whenever you asked him a question, well, Pacquiao was injured. It was his shoulder. His shoulder was injured. Yeah, all right. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So when Terrence Crawford gets demolished, when Anthony Joshua gets stopped, when Canelo Alvarez gets beat, when Tank or Shakur gets beat, it's going to be the exact same thing, right? Well, not Tank and Shakur, because right now they ain't signed nothing, but whatever, man. I know y'all going to say what y'all say, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. But if it matters then, it matters now, all right? If Tank versus Dev or Dev versus Shakur or whatever the case may be, if those things matter now when the fight's not signed, then they matter when the fight is signed. They matter. If it mattered then, it matters now. You can't pick and choose what matters. If it matters to you, then it matters to you. This is not rocket science. But I know y'all will move the goalposts and y'all will spin shit around, but it is what it is, man. BFTB, shout out to the mighty LDBC, and I'm out.